Imagine a wall of water, taller than any skyscraper, surging towards the shore. This colossal wave, moving with unstoppable force, is a sight that defies imagination and strikes fear into the hearts of those who witness it. This is not a scene from a disaster movie. It is a real and terrifying phenomenon that has occurred throughout history and could happen again. This is the terrifying reality of a mega tsunami. These waves are not just large, they are gargantuan, capable of reaching heights of hundreds of feet and traveling at speeds that make escape nearly impossible. These monstrous waves, dwarfing their ordinary counterparts, possess the power to reshape coastlines and obliterate cities in their path. The sheer energy contained within a mega tsunami is enough to level entire communities and alter the geography of the affected regions. Unlike regular tsunamis, triggered by undersea earthquakes, mega tsunamis arise from colossal disturbances. These disturbances can be so massive that they displace an enormous volume of water, creating waves of unprecedented size and power. Think massive landslides plunging into the ocean or the catastrophic collapse of volcanic flanks. These events can displace billions of tons of water in an instant, sending a towering wave racing across the ocean. The sheer volume of displaced water unleashes a wave of unimaginable destructive force. This wave can travel across entire ocean basins, maintaining its energy and height until it reaches land. The impact of a mega tsunami would be catastrophic. Coastal areas, often densely populated and economically vital, would bear the brunt of the destruction. Coastal communities caught in the path of these watery behemoths would face instant devastation. Homes, businesses, and infrastructure would be swept away in moments, leaving behind a landscape of ruin. The surging water would crush buildings, toss ships like toys, and inundate entire landscapes. The force of the water can reduce structures to rubble and carry debris miles inland. The aftermath would be equally grim, with widespread destruction, loss of life, and the potential for long-term economic and environmental consequences. The recovery process would be long and arduous, with communities struggling to rebuild and restore what was lost. The threat of mega tsunamis is a stark reminder of the raw power of nature and the vulnerability of human civilization. Despite our technological advancements and preparedness, the sheer scale of these natural disasters can overwhelm even the best-laid plans. Historical accounts and geological evidence show that mega tsunamis have occurred in the past. Ancient records describe waves that reached far inland, destroying everything in their path. These events serve as a warning from history, reminding us of the potential for future occurrences. Scientists around the world are studying these phenomena to better understand their causes and predict their occurrence. Through advanced modeling and historical analysis, researchers aim to develop early warning systems and mitigation strategies to protect vulnerable communities. Community preparedness and education are crucial in mitigating the impact of mega tsunamis. Evacuation plans, early warning systems, and public awareness campaigns can save lives and reduce the overall damage. Building resilient infrastructure and coastal defenses can also help protect against the devastating effects of these waves. By understanding the risks and taking proactive measures, we can reduce the vulnerability of coastal regions. While the threat of mega tsunamis is daunting, human resilience and ingenuity offer hope. Communities around the world have shown remarkable strength in the face of natural disasters, coming together to rebuild and recover. International cooperation and support play a vital role in disaster response and recovery. By working together, nations can share resources, knowledge, and expertise to better prepare for and respond to these catastrophic events. Ultimately, the story of mega tsunamis is a testament to the awe-inspiring power of the ocean and the need for respect and preparedness. As we continue to learn from the past and innovate for the future, we can strive to coexist with the natural world in harmony and safety. Mega tsunamis are born from cataclysmic events that displace colossal amounts of water in an instant. Two primary culprits stand out: landslides and volcanic collapses. Imagine a mountain, weakened by time and geological forces, suddenly giving way. Millions of tons of rock and debris plunge into the sea, creating a watery chaos that generates monstrous waves. Volcanic collapses, equally dramatic, can unleash mega tsunamis of unimaginable scale. These geological giants, often unstable, can experience flank collapses, sending billions of tons of rock cascading into the ocean. The result is a displacement of water so immense that it spawns waves capable of traveling thousands of miles. These are not mere ripples in the ocean. These are forces of nature capable of reshaping our world. While mega tsunamis might seem like distant threats, the reality is that certain regions are particularly vulnerable. These colossal waves, often triggered by underwater earthquakes, landslides, or volcanic activity, can travel across entire ocean basins, causing widespread devastation. The serene beauty of coastal areas can be deceptive, masking the underlying geological forces that can unleash such destructive power. In the United States, Alaska, Hawaii, and the West Coast face a heightened risk due to their proximity to geologically active zones. These regions are situated along the Pacific Ring of Fire, an area known for its high seismic activity. The tectonic movements in these zones can generate powerful earthquakes, which in turn can trigger massive tsunamis. The geographical location of these areas makes them particularly susceptible to the impacts of these natural disasters. Alaska, a land sculpted by glaciers and tectonic forces, has a history of mega tsunamis. The state's rugged terrain and active geological features make it a hotspot for seismic activity. The collision of tectonic plates beneath the surface creates immense pressure, which can be released in the form of powerful earthquakes. These earthquakes can displace large volumes of water, generating tsunamis that can travel great distances. Lituya Bay, in 1958, witnessed a wave taller than the Empire State Building, triggered by a landslide. This mega tsunami was caused by a massive rock slide that plunged into the bay, displacing a huge amount of water. The resulting wave reached an astonishing height of 1,720 feet, devastating the surrounding area. This event serves as a stark reminder of the destructive potential of mega tsunamis. Hawaii, a volcanic archipelago in the Central Pacific, also faces the looming threat of mega tsunamis. The island's location in the middle of the Pacific Ocean makes them vulnerable to tsunamis generated by seismic activity both near and far. The volcanic nature of the islands adds another layer of risk, as eruptions and collapses can trigger powerful waves. The island's volcanic origins, while contributing to their beauty, also pose a risk. The majestic volcanoes that form the backbone of the Hawaiian Islands are not just scenic wonders, they are also potential sources of destruction. The movement of magma beneath the surface can cause the flanks of these volcanoes to become unstable, leading to collapses that can generate tsunamis. The collapse of volcanic flanks, a phenomenon that has occurred in Hawaii's past, could trigger mega tsunamis capable of wreaking havoc across the Pacific. These collapses can displace vast amounts of water, creating waves that travel across the ocean at high speeds. The impact of such tsunamis can be felt thousands of miles away, affecting coastal communities far from the source of the collapse. The west coast of the United States, home to major cities like Los Angeles and San Francisco, is not immune. These bustling urban centers are located near the boundary of the Pacific and North American tectonic plates, an area known for its seismic activity. The potential for earthquakes in this region means that the risk of tsunamis is ever present. While less frequent, mega tsunamis generated by distant landslides or volcanic collapses in the Pacific could pose a significant threat. These events can send waves racing across the ocean, reaching the shores of the West Coast with little warning. The impact of such tsunamis can be devastating, causing loss of life and extensive damage to infrastructure. It is crucial for coastal communities to be aware of these risks and to have plans in place to respond to such emergencies. Section 4, Echoes of Lituya Bay, a glimpse into mega tsunami fury. Lituya Bay, a remote fjord in southeast Alaska, bears the scars of a mega tsunami that shook the world in 1958. This serene and picturesque bay, surrounded by towering mountains and dense forests, was forever changed in a matter of moments. A massive landslide triggered by an earthquake sent millions of tons of rock plunging into the bay. The sheer force of this geological event was unimaginable, as the earth itself seemed to roar and tremble, displacing an enormous volume of water. The result was a wave unlike any other, a monstrous wall of water that surged over 1,700 feet high, stripping the surrounding hillsides bare. This colossal wave, taller than any skyscraper, swept away everything in its path, leaving a stark and barren landscape in its wake. The Lituya Bay mega tsunami serves as a chilling reminder of the destructive power of these events. The aftermath was a scene of utter devastation, with the once lush hillsides now stripped of vegetation and the bay itself altered beyond recognition. While the bay's remote location limited the devastation, the sheer scale of the wave sent shockwaves through the scientific community. Researchers and scientists from around the world were astounded by the magnitude of the event, prompting a deeper investigation into the causes and potential future risks of such mega tsunamis. It highlighted the very real threat posed by landslides and volcanic collapses, events capable of generating waves that dwarf anything humans have ever witnessed. The Lituya Bay incident underscored the need for better understanding and preparedness for these rare but catastrophic natural disasters. The stories of those who witnessed the event are harrowing. Fishermen in the bay at the time described a thunderous roar and a wall of water that seemed to rise from the depths of the earth itself. Their accounts provide a human perspective on the sheer terror and awe inspired by the mega tsunami. Today, Lituya Bay stands as both a natural wonder and a testament to the raw power of nature. Scientific expeditions continue to study the area, uncovering new insights into the geological forces at play and helping to inform future disaster preparedness strategies. The lessons learned from Lituya Bay have far-reaching implications. Scientists now monitor other potential mega tsunami sites around the world, using advanced technology and computer models to predict and mitigate the impact of future events. The goal is to better understand these natural phenomena and to develop strategies to protect communities and save lives. As we look back on the events of 1958, we are reminded of the incredible power of nature and the importance of respecting and understanding the forces that shape our world. Lituya Bay, with its tranquil beauty and turbulent history, remains a powerful symbol of nature's might and the resilience of the human spirit. Section 5. The Canary Islands. A ticking time bomb. Across the Atlantic, a chain of volcanic islands stands as a potential trigger for a mega tsunami that could devastate coastlines across the ocean. The Canary Islands, a Spanish archipelago off the coast of Africa, are home to Cumbre Vieja, a volcano that has long been on the radar of scientists studying mega tsunami risks. Cumbre Vieja, while currently dormant, has a history of instability. Studies suggest that a future eruption could trigger a massive flank collapse, sending billions of tons of rock cascading into the Atlantic Ocean. The resulting mega tsunami could radiate